Second-year man from USC. This is Ronald Jones. Space to maneuver at the 40. And he gets this one down to the 24. A big play there on the first play of the game. 51 yards on the ground. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. Play fake. Winston. Escaping the and a big loss here as he's taken down. Trey Flowers, he's the culprit, and that is now his 13th sack of the season as his great year continues. So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Winston, a handoff. This is Jones. And he'll be taken down at the 34. They get 2 yards back, but they're going to need a lot more than that here on 3rd down.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often...
And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Justin Coleman. Well, not a good omen there. His first throw of the afternoon, intercepted.
And I know what the fans are thinking right now. I hope there's not negative thoughts in his head going forward since that's his first throw of the game. But one of the things I remember about him coming out of school is he's able to wipe things away pretty easily and move on.
And now a throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Now I think we're going to get a timeout here. Yes, a timeout here as it looks like we've got a Lion that's shaken up. We'll check on his status when we get back. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. A first carry for the converted wideout, J.D. McKissick. And he'll get this only up to about the 35. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
A 1-yard gain there following the 3-yard pickup on 1st down. And a box with an extra defender in the secondary now on 3rd down.
Mike, 45. Ready?
Out of the gun, Stafford. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive. A pair of first downs gives him a 1st and 10 up at the 44.
45 to Mike. 45 to Mike. Watch the penalty.
The shotgun snap for Stafford. Completing it here to Marvin Jones. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
At their 49-yard line.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. Here's McKissick. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Here's Stafford. That'll be taken in there by Kenny Golladay. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. I don't think it's a surprise they're throwing the football early. We expected that. They told us they were going to come out firing, but 4 for 4 on the opening drive. They like that.
They don't just like it, they love it, because now everyone gets locked in. The confidence jumps up. Everyone's easy about what they're doing out there. And by the way, they're looking at the sideline thinking to themselves and expressing, let's keep throwing it. We're doing pretty well.
Brings up 3rd and 3.
The 8th play of the drive coming up. It's 3rd and 3. from the gun. Here's Stafford. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jason Pierre-Paul make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Now, they were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it back, and it's still 0-0.
And because of that, you know what the thought process is? Interception. What interception? It didn't really happen because they gave up no points. So go back on the attack. Go back and run the offense you believe will be successful. Find your playmakers and give them the football.
On 2nd and 9, Winston finds his target, the rookie Scott Miller. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. A first down throw for Winston. And he is going to go down. He will be sacked on the final play of this first quarter. No score after 1 on EA Sports. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. To throw is Winston. It's caught by Mike Evans. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. So on 4th down, out comes the Bucs free agent signee Bradley Pinion to punt, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. This one angles out of bounds at a good spot in the coffin corner. And they're going to mark this out of the 5-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
That first down play, all you want to do is wedge out any type of space and try and create enough room. If you have to run the punter out there, he can successfully complete the punt.
Yeah, didn't get a ton there, but at least some positive yardage. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Operating from the gun, Stafford. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. He'll get a dozen there, and the Lions have a first down. Cool under pressure right there, escaping the pocket and finding what I think was not his primary target.
And some of these guys are just so comfortable getting outside of the pocket that they'll do it on purpose. It doesn't even need to be a breakdown. They move, and they know it affects the defense, because a lot of times you get lost in coverage in the secondary, and I think you're exactly right. Wasn't his primary target. Found a secondary guy who sprang open, probably because of his movement out of the pocket.
Stafford to his tight end, James. First down, Detroit, 16 yards on the pickup. Well, that tight end position, it just seems to continue to evolve every year in the NFL.
Yeah, you're getting really terrific athletes. A lot of them maybe were wide receivers at one point. They continue to give you speed, great hands, and big bodies, which make them excellent targets for quarterbacks.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8 at the 30.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
I know he ain't got it.
Hey, 70! Hey, go here!
45's the mark. Target.
Stafford now to throw. Caught by Jones. That one a first down pickup of 8.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Stafford going to come up 1st and 10, and he's completed all 7 of his passes thus far. A nice burst there as he'll get about 7 that time on the first down run. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
On 2nd down, it's Johnson. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go.
It's 3rd down and 4.
The 8th play of the drive coming up. It's 3rd and 3.
All day. I'm coming after you.
From the gun, Stafford flush to his right. And it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. And it's going to bring up 4th down. Here's Sam Martin now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. This is away and a very good kick angled for the sidelines. And out of bounds, sailed over, looked like right near the pylon. This one's going to be perfect. Directional kicking at its finest, right down at the 1-yard line. They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones. And he's going to be taken down shy of the 5-yard line. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
The Lions will use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Facing the prospect of a punt from their own end zone, they need some cushion. Let's see what they can do on 3rd down. Out of his end zone, Winston. And Jameis is going to go down in the end zone, and that is going to be a safety. So after a scoreless first quarter, we at least finally get some points on the board.
But it can't be what either of us expected, can it?
No, the safety's not what you expect for the first points of the game, but one of the goose eggs is gone.
Get ready.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on 3rd down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a first down and change our momentum?
Now a play fake here on first down. Complete to Jones. A very solid gain of 27.
Not only have they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely. Great start. 2 nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that? Could we get a touchdown in this first half after all? It's 1st and 10. Stafford going to give this one off to Johnson. The Lions now going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 24-yard line.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Now Stafford. over the middle, and it's incomplete. He was trying to get it to Jermaine Kearse, and it's third down.
Tremendous coverage there. Just did not catch the football and complete the interception. But what do they say all the time? If he had really good hands, he'd be playing offense.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Operating from the gun, Stafford. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. So on 4th down, the Lions turn it over to Matt Prater for the field goal try. It'll be from the right hash, and it'll be a 36-yarder. And the 12-year veteran knocks it right through. And that will give us the very rare scoreline of 5-0. So it's our first offensive points of the game so far, and it gives us a very rare scoreline. We don't see this one often, 5-0.
Yeah, it's been sort of a weird one to this point, hasn't it? But hey, in this league, you take points any way you can get them.
Let's go! Let's go! Let's go!
The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Inside of a minute left in the half. Does the fact that you're down on the scoreboard influence what you do, or I guess don't do on this final drive?
It certainly does, but what influences me even more is who I've got running my football team out on the field and the weapons around.
He's got a man complete. A gain of 32 that time. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10.
Crunch time. Under 10. Even. Switch.
Working out of the gun, Winston. He's got this one complete to Perriman. Touchdown, Tampa Bay! Brashad Perriman as the first half is winding down, and the Bucs have taken the lead. So they're able to capture the lead here just before halftime.
And not only that, they get the ball to start the second half.
That's right.
This is almost like basketball down the stretch, right, where you get the 2-for-1 situation where you try and get 2 shots to your opponent's 1. In this situation, they got the touchdown. They'll get another shot at to start the second half.
Could be a big turnaround. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play, because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened up secondary, playing a lot deeper than normal. So even if you run some type of misdirection, you're only going to fool them for a second or so. And guess what? They're so deep, they're really not going to be out of position. Take the knee, get to the locker room.
So we have reached halftime here in a tight 2-point contest. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, the Bucs with the lead, and they'll get the football first as the second half is underway.
Come on, fellas.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. 2nd and 10, Stafford again. Underneath for Johnson. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Now they'll try to convert on 3rd and 6 after the 4-yard completion. Throwing is Stafford. He completes it to Jones. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 14 and a first down for Detroit.
But give the defensive guys a little bit of credit. They didn't let the deep ball beat them on that play, did they?
No, the drag, that guy can be your safety valve. We saw it right there.
Yeah, and it picked up a first down for them, too.
Stafford now 12 of 15 throwing the ball, 80% so far, and it's 1st and 10. A carry now for McKissick. Levante David in on the tackle.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down, a very solid gain on that play.
At the 47-yard line.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Stafford. He finds his man Johnson. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with the football.
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him.
They'll try and run. This is Johnson. And he gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
2nd and goal from inside the 5. And that'll be incomplete. The former first-round pick, Vernon Hargraves, the one who was there defensively. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. They'll try to run it in. Johnson. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Kerryon Johnson. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Lions are going to jump back in front. And it's no good. It has not been his day. That's the 2nd extra point he's missed so far. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. And a nice spin into some open field. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. It's a gain of 11, and the Bucs have a first down.
First down, Tampa Bay.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Here we go again. Here we go again.
Out of the shotgun is Jones. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Let's get off the field, D. Let's get off the field.
They'll try to throw now. Winston. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Coleman.
Well, NFL quarterbacks have learned the hard way. You're not going to get rich throwing against this guy. He's definitely too good. And this is now his second interception of the ball game. And if I'm running the offense, I've got to tell my guys, you've got to go work on the other corner.
They'll try to get the offense going with Johnson. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Back to throw, Stafford. Open man, he's got him, the tight end, Hockenson. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. A gain there of 21 yards. Stafford now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. Kerryon Johnson with his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Lions are able to extend their lead. Prater for the extra point, and that pushes the lead up to 11. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick.
We play to win. Let's go.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. After the penalty, it's Jones. And he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down.
Blue 80. 56, right there, 56.
Ain't no such thing as a low.
Again, it's Jones. Big hold to the 30, and all the way up to the 35-yard line. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the 2nd level because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the 2nd level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
Winston connecting with Howard, and he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. Back now at Ford Field. It's Buccaneer football, but they've got work to do. They find themselves behind here to start the 4th quarter. First down, Winston. Completes it to Miller. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That one goes for 24 yards.
And the Buccaneer first down.
So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 27. Jameis to throw it. He finds his target. It's Evans. A gain of 6 there on 1st. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Jones. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. The 2nd down play results in a loss of 2 yards.
Count me as a little bit surprised by what we just saw there because this has been a pretty long drive, and normally you think that wears down a defense. In this case, looked like the offensive line let him down a little bit.
Yeah, allowed the penetration and the ability to... And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. O.J. Howard with touchdown number 7 on the year as his guys are back within a single score.
Game situation. Let's go.
from the gun. Winston. And this is caught. They got it. And that could be an important 2 points. It gets them back within a field goal. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 30-yard line.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
So we got man.
They go to Johnson again. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. They'll get a dozen there, and the Lions have a first down.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
7 yards there and a first down. Stafford now. A perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10. Here's Johnson. He's been busy this afternoon. And he picks up about 6 as he gets this down to the 41.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run. Got behind his pads. Bowled over a few people. Look at that one. Right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters. No reason to lighten up now. If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down. Now it's Stafford. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by the rookie linebacker from LSU, Devin White. A critical error there in a tight game of the 4th.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the 4th quarter. Turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the 4th quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
They'll start out on the ground with Jones. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36.
Yeah, that was a safety that came through and made the play, but there's no doubt in my mind, he hits like a linebacker, and we see a lot of that in today's NFL, don't we?
And that time we do indeed. A big hit for a loss. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Winston. Open man is Howard, the tight end. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
5 yards on the play. And it's 3rd down.
3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. They face a critical 3rd down now, needing a score here in the late going. Dancing to his left. He can run for it, and he will. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. For a big guy, Jameis sure can move. Did a nice job there picking up the first down with his legs. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. Now a first down carry by Jones. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
I'm here all day.
5 on the 50. 5 on the 20.
Winston to throw. Jones has it. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here.
Watch the screen.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. That would have been a tough catch, but in this 2-minute drill, those are the ones you really hope your guys come up with.
Yeah, you don't want your guy to be able to take the out because it was a tough catch. You needed him to come up with that one, because if he does, it alters the perspective of this 2-minute drill, doesn't it?
Winston. Eluding the pressure right. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's third. Third and long coming up. Defensively, you pressure the quarterback or drape all over the passing lane?
Yes, that's exactly what you do. It's both, because they're not mutually exclusive. They may have been at one time in football, but not anymore. You want to have that pressure. If you have a big-time pass rusher, send him after the quarterback, and then make sure you blanket the field.
And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. He'll look to throw. He'll buy some time right. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked by Tracy Walker. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, I don't think we'll have to look very hard to find our play of the game. That was an absolutely monstrous big play right there. Backs to the wall. The offense has it in the red zone, driving for the winning score. And he says, not on my watch. And that is one happy bunch on the sidelines.
Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they get it with just 19 seconds left on the clock. Have to imagine this will be on the ground as well as they come up 2nd and 7. And they're able to get this one across the 35. First down Lions on a pickup of 13. So this one's over. It's a win for the Detroit Lions, and it wasn't really always pretty. They had their bumps and bruises. Really, both sides did, but they did what they needed to do at home to get the win.
Yeah, they really had to grind this one out, didn't they? Because nothing came easy. Every snap was a major league brawl.